Before we delve into the details, let's understand what is AI. AI is an abbreviation of artificial intelligence. It is the study of computers that enable them to perform the capabilities and tasks of human intelligence. AI is about building intelligent systems that can sense, understand, learn, and interact to a variety of tasks. So, what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a powerful conversational artificial intelligence system. The whole process of ChatGPT is a generative pre-training model. It is a generative model based on the GPT architecture. It was developed by the company OpenAI. ChatGPT is very powerful. It can conduct realistic dialogue interactions, help users solve problems, and provide guidance, control personalized learning aids, and customize services according to users' needs. The application scenarios of ChatGPT are also diverse, including providing real-time service and support to customers, helping users manage daily tasks, and producing literature, music, and other works. Now, let's take a closer look at how ChatGPT works. Interacting with ChatGPT is simple. You can access it through a user-friendly interface, which allows you to input text-based prompts and receive responses in real time. Whether you have a question, ChatGPT is here to help. Just type in your prompts, the ChatGPT will generate a relevant response. Since ChatGPT has so many benefits, why do some universities issue a ban not allowing students to use it? Let's take these questions into a university campus.
I think it had its purpose because it gives us a lot of idea. So as a student, I use ChatGPT to get some idea to do something. I'm not totally use it use his answer, but I use it for my idea. I think because a lot of students, if they use GPT at the same time, they will easily to pass their exam, and then they can't fully to absorb the knowledge they read on the book or the knowledge given by lecturer. So that's why they ban ChatGPT.
I think ChatGPT have to be implement some of the features such as image detections and also like YouTube link studies, so that people when we are using ChatGPT, people are want to be faster, right? So let's say if we want, we can input some of the images for ChatGPT to read itself and generate the output that we want. Maybe it's an image of someone holding something that it can detect it and then tell us what it is doing, or make a summary of the YouTube videos, what they are talking about, and make some summarize for us, so that we can save some time not to watching the long YouTube videos, but can save our time to faster to read out the summaries and then know what actually the video is talking about. Yeah.
I think it's more to supplementary tools because it can ever replace a teacher, because it's just a apps, and it's just I don't think it can ever replace.
Okay.
I think it depends, because it can be as a substitute for doing the work themselves, but I think it can also be a very good tool to be more efficient, because I think also later in the workplace you're also allowed to use ChatGPT often. So I think it should also be included in the studies already, that students can learn how to work with it.
Recommendation, I think it depends on what you're asking for. For example, in my perspective, I would ask it to maybe correct my essay from any grammatical errors. Something that usually you get to pay it online. I will ask it maybe if it could suggest any new terminology, new vocabs in terms of my essay writing, or if I'm trying to write a specific assignment. And I think that's about it in terms of the learning process.
Okay,
so far.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. After listening to students' opinions, let's interview the university teachers to say what they think about it.
I think ChatGPT serves as a platform to make our search for information easier, and then it also help us to organize our idea. So if for education purpose, I think it's a good platform, easy to use and easy to access. And to me, it's a platform to help students to organize the flow of their thought, even their idea, and provide some basic information for them to further explore. I think that's what ChatGPT able to contribute to our educations.
There's a couple of issues, a couple of concerns. The first is obviously the concern of cheating or academic misconduct. I think that is something that people are trying to rectify using other tools, other methods. I think it's on the plus side, the positive side. I think it helps students to sort of be able to appreciate or tell what are some writing styles or some approaches to explaining certain topics in a more accurate or in a more targeted manner. A lot of times students are reaching for references that may not necessarily directly address the questions that's being asked. So this basically helps them to kind of focus their thoughts a bit better. However, it does not generally replace a lot of things that we currently have because the whole point of education is to improve critical thinking. That's not something that AI can necessarily do currently. I think that's still something that still requires development on the part of students.
I think you talk about a specific scenario. One of the example I can come to my mind now is that, for example, you are preparing a proposal, okay, for your project. So you can search, okay, you can utilize ChatGPT on the format that for a good proposal, and what are the main components that should be in the proposal, and surely ChatGPT able to prepare you with that format. Okay, so based on that format, I think the student can use that format as a guidance for them to develop a more specific proposal in the context of their study. So I think this is one example of how ChatGPT, as I mentioned just now, able to help the student to organize their thought, organize the flow, and in this particular example of proposal, ChatGPT can provide the template to guide the students.
Yeah, so the beneficial part could be related to perhaps looking at certain topics that are maybe not as well covered by online sources. It can also help to refine students' thought process, writing style, and things like that, like I just mentioned. And also be beneficial in how we understand or how we utilize AI in general, or how can we actually further make it more sensitive to what is it that we actually want.
Through this interview, we explored ChatGPT's potential. It is evident that ChatGPT offers valuable benefits to students, empowering them in their learning journey. As technology continues to advance, adapting educational approaches to leverage such tools becomes crucial. In the interview, the teacher in University of Malaya thinks it is seen as a platform that simplifies information search and is in organizing ideas. ChatGPT is considered user-friendly and accessible for students. It can help students organize their thoughts, generate ideas, and provide basic information for further exploration. Overall, ChatGPT's benefits include exploring less covered topics, refining students' thought process and writing skills, and enhancing understanding and utilization of AI technology.